Okay. This thing is always asking me if I'm sure I want to go live. No, never really sure. I just press the button and whatever happens, happens. I have to say, though, a pleasant surprise to get a little ding before I even started. So thank you, Luis, very much for that. Appreciate it. Um, Guys, we have two goals tonight. Okay? We want to draw light in After Effects, and I would like to not lose my voice in the process of this. So, yes, I do come prepared with tea to stay hydrated. Oh, and it's toasty warm, too. How's everybody doing tonight? We got our awkward fam. Is that cringe? We're all awkwardians. Sorry, excuse me, awkwardians. We've got Ray, we've got Digby, hanging with Void, Morgan, doing a fabulous job with moderating. Liam is awake. Yes. So thank you for joining me on this lovely Monday evening / middle of the night, depending on where you live. Liam, we are family. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time hanging. Have you been crying? Your eyes are watery. No, I have not. But I have allergies lately. Have been kind of not so great. Maybe that's what you're noticing, or the lighting conditions are a little bit different tonight because of the time change. So my lighting setup might not be adequate, but I'm doing the best I can. Have you been crying? Hey, Bob, Buddy's guy. Oh, Liam, that's right. Oh God. It was Aquanauts. You're right. You are so right. Okay, I could just redo that, but I know some of you are just here for the lesson. So, Aquanauts, let's get into it. What you're seeing, oh, wait a minute. What can you see right now? Is it just me? Hang on. Am I full screen right now? I might have to change something real quick. Hold on. Okay, there I am in full screen. I need to turn this off now so we can see our, wow, screen inception, guys. Screen inception. So the purpose of this tutorial tonight is how to draw light in After Effects. And as you can see on my screen, that's kind of what's happening here. There's also some googly eyes, threw that in last second, wondering if anybody would catch it, and a couple of you did, and I love it. So there's a plugin. It is 100% free now. But I believe it wasn't always that way, but it is now. You can get this for free. So if you have After Effects, I have left a link in the description. You can download it from videocopilot.net. It's called Saber. And Saber is every bit of cool as it appears. So all we're doing is applying Saber, this plugin, to a solid layer in After Effects, and then we're going to draw a path that we want the light to follow. And you can get all kinds of creative with this. So, Ray, staying hydrated. Good. Very good. I need to do the same. Digby to infinity and beyond. Okay, let's get into it. So, all right, so we've seen the googly eyes a million times. Let's get into a blank slate here. So what we have here in After Effects, it's just a totally empty composition and totally empty container. It has nothing in it right now. First thing we need to do is create a solid. So we're going to go up to Layer, New, Solid, and we'll specify that we want it to be the size of our composition. Now, I'm working with a square pixel aspect ratio, but if you're working in 16 by 9, whatever it is. Just make sure the solid is the size of your frame, your container, okay? So I'm going to call this Saber just to stay organized, very important. And now we have a black solid in our composition. So the first thing the first thing you want to do is download the plugin. Once you get it installed, you want to go up to Effect, scroll down to Video Copilot, and apply Saber, okay? And that gives us just a very basic vertical line, which, let's see if we play it, there's nothing going on here. That's kind of boring. Let's make it less boring. Here's what I'm going to do. So on Saber, on this layer, we're going to grab our pen tool. Why am I using my finger when I have a mouse here? All right, we're going to grab our pen tool. And then we are going to create a path, a mask path, using the pen tool. And we can create any kind of path we want. I'm just gonna wing it. Okay, full disclosure, I did already create this, but just to see what it looked like, just to make sure I was doing it right. Vertex, convert vertex to round out the edges, and maybe we'll give it, let's just go crazy. Who cares? Let's just have some fun. Let's go maybe this way, and then we can take our selection tool and move things around a bit, and maybe extend the loop here. I don't know if this is going to turn out as pretty as the first attempt, but I guess we'll find out in a second here. Okay, so that I just created, that's the path. Okay, you could create any path that you want. Now, if we look back at our preview, there's a lot more going on here. There's distortion, there's glow, there's colors changing. It looks really complicated, but with the power of Saber, you only need, for what I did here, you probably only need like 6 or 7 keyframes to get this effect. So back to our blank slate. Now with our layer selected, if we go up to Saber and we select under the preset, I believe I used fire for mine. Okay, and you know what? We'll just see how this looks with fire, but there are a ton of really cool presets. You can see here we have arc reactor, burning, electric, energy, fog, haze, heat, all kinds of really interesting presets that you can apply, and you don't have to do anything crazy to anything, but if there is a stopwatch next to the property, you can animate it. So a lot of possibility to customize here. I used fire originally. Okay, so we have fire applied, but it's not connected to our path. We want it to be connected. How do we do that? Very simple. I'll show you. So if we go under Saber and we go down to Customize Core, we're going to toggle the arrow on this, and you'll notice core type. It's currently set to Saber, but we want to set it to layer masks. Watch what this does. Boom! We have light that is following our path. And you know what? I don't want to do fire. I want to try something different. What does arc reactor look like? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Let's change the color. Let's make it, what do we think? Let's make it that. Something kind of warm and glowy. Are we all following along so far? Not a raccoon, homesick tonight, so I can stay the. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick, but I'm glad you can stay. Thanks for being here. Oh, Morgan, what's going on? Okay. All right. Jonathan, hello. Steve, hello. All right. Cool. Digby, question before I comment something. Are you guys Harry Potter fans? I almost have a question for you in response to that question. Okay, so very briefly, the short that I'm releasing tomorrow is the me LARPing as Hermione from Harry Potter. I originally was going to do like a fake movie trailer, and then very last minute, I decided to do something totally different. I kind of wish I didn't have to give this disclaimer, but I'm not making any kind of social commentary or political commentary with my costume. I don't know if that's why you're asking. It was literally just, I got a few Emma Watson comparisons, and I had a witch costume and I had a wand. I was like, well, what can we do here? Let's make Hermione punk rock. That was the basic premise. Can you make the color change? Yes, we can, Buddies Guy, and I'm going to show you how. But first, let's animate this. So we have the plugin applied. I'm going to go to the very start of this composition, and in my timeline, I am going to go down to Effects, Saber. Okay, now if you look at this, it's overwhelming. There are so many things that you could change here. You could change the glow. You can change the size of the core. You can add flicker if you wanted. Okay, it's at 0% right now. Let's bump it up to 300 and see what that does. Wow, flicker. Let's NASA enhance that. Pretty cool. If you want that, if that's something you want. I often tend to, when I'm not familiar with what a plugin does or what a property does, I find it helpful to go to the absolute extreme, because you get a better sense of, oh, that's what that does. It flickers. So it almost in the way that, like, if you're cooking a dish, it's all about the seasoning, right? So you go to the extreme and then you dial it back until you get like something that looks pleasant to your eyeballs. That's what I do. Okay. Louise, I got no clue what you're saying, but it looks cool. Am I going too fast? Okay. I'm so out of touch with like what is too, like, what's simple and what's not. I've been doing this too long, so I don't know. I will try to explain as much as I can in a way that I would have preferred if somebody made this tutorial for me back in like 2007-8. Okay, so I'm going to take the flicker off. I don't really want that just yet. What we want to do is animate this though. So that's going to be the first thing. Now, the way we animate this, we only need to animate under Customize Core. You can see a number of properties here. We are only looking for the start offset. Okay, I'm kind of outlining it here like Vanna White. Okay, start offset. So we have start offset and end offset. We're going to start at the end. So we'll set a keyframe on the end offset, and we'll move, let's move it like 2 seconds ahead. And we'll set another keyframe. You can see currently that the value is 100%. That's where we want to end up. Where we want to start is 0. Now we don't see anything. So here's what that does. If I just press play, it'll just give me the line. Now, if you want it to kind of loop around and then disappear, the way you do that is we're going to move kind of, let's say we'll move to 1 second in. And now on this keyframe, we're going to set it on the start offset. So we'll hit a keyframe there. Whoosh. Luis, awkwardly saying hi to everyone in the chat, and Amy and Morgan 15 minutes after it all started. Well, you haven't missed too much, but we're getting pretty close. Actually, well, I mean, we could be done in about 5 minutes, but there's so much that you can do with this plugin. So maybe we'll go a little bit deeper. I just want to get the basics done. So start offset, we're going to set a keyframe again at 0%, and then we're going to move forward to maybe, I don't know, maybe like 215. And we'll set the value from 0% to 100. Okay, now watch what this does. See the way it moves? That's the effect. That's it. And that is precisely what I did with this animation. Now, the only thing, actually the most time-consuming part of this shot was that I was moving a lot. And so I needed the mask, the path, to follow my movement. And if I were to open this up real quickly, let me just show you. If I were to go into, let's see here, this line right here. So you can see I only have like 7 keyframes for Saber to get that effect. Changing the path, animating the path, and changing the color. But an additional step that I did, and this was the more time-consuming part, was animating the mask. So the original path that we drew, I had to adjust it slightly so it would, contour my body. When I'm holding the pencil, it's moving with my body. If I were to solo this, you can see what I mean. So it's, that path is changing. You can see it. Let me zoom in. It's changing, and it's only changing because my head is moving. So I wanted to keep it close to the contour of my body, basically. But that's really, that's it for Saber. Now, what if we want to change the color? Maybe we want the light to morph from a warm orange to maybe a blue. Do we have any preferences, suggestions for a color? String theory. What? Ray, what's going on here? Digby, yeah, I don't know if you can do it in DaVinci. So many people are using DaVinci now. I don't know. Maybe, but the plugin that I downloaded was easy to install for After Effects, but maybe it's also possible for DaVinci. I just don't know for sure. Indigo. Always purple, ultraviolet. Okay, we're going a little purple. Let's do it. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Very simple. Let me show you. Okay. Positivity! Thank you for the super sticker. It appears that your emoji is very caffeinated. Thank you very much, Positivity. All right, let's change some colors now, okay? Maybe we want to change it right around the middle. We'll say, let's see, where are our keyframes? Yeah, let's maybe start it right here. Now, if you scroll up, you can see we have, this is where we can change the glow color. So we can set a keyframe on the glow color. Click it. And then maybe by the time we get to, oh my goodness. Morgan, vote for purple. Morgan again, vote for purple. So you're thinking purple then? Okay, message received. Purple, okay. All right, so we'll go from this to, do we like this purple? Is this kind of what you're thinking? Let me see here. Let's go for this. Let's see what that looks like. And let's play it, see what we get. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's moving through the color spectrum because it's not going to go directly from orange to purple. First, it has to move through magenta to get to purple. But we could change that. Purple rules. Purple, purple, purple. Oh, somebody gave me an actual code, mythogenesis. What is that? Oh, let me try it. Let me just see. Okay, we're going to change this to, what did you say? 745. Whoop, 745 AB. AB. Is that a 0? What does that look like? Okay, a slightly muted purple. Oh, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I like that. Nice suggestion. Cool. Let's get a close-up on this. Look how easy that was. Like 6 keyframes, 7 keyframes. That's it. And now you can see the possibility here because Saber gives you so many presets. I really actually like Arc Reactor. I had originally done Fire. What does Fire look like? Hot. It looks hot. It looks burny. Okay, that's Fire. What else we got? Cellular, what does that do? Interesting. So many uses for this. It really depends on what you're going for. What's electric? That's electric. We got fog. What does fog look like? Not a big fan of fog, but I bet maybe that works for something. I don't know. Energy. Energy's cool. Now you can change, in addition to the preset, the glow, and the animation portion of this, there are other properties that you can animate. What does fuel look like? Let me get a close-up on that. That's not bad. I think the glow is a little much for me. I would dial that back a little bit. Where would I dial that back from? Would it be the spread? Yes, it would. Okay. What else we got? Fuel. Ooh, what is heat? Let's see what heat is. Okay, I can feel that. That's going to give you some burns. Yeah, okay. Heat. Ooh, what's ghost? No, what's Ghostbuster? What's ghost? Okay, so there's slight variations between these presets. I'm going to go back to Arc Reactor because I really like that actually. Oh, it automatically gave me this keyframe. I don't want that. I don't want that. We want to start here. We only want like, wow, that's giving me all the colors of the rainbow. Let's take these off and let's put it back to, what did we say? Kind of a purpley, something like that. And then, I mean, if you wanted to, let me take these off. We could start orange, end orange, and then in the middle have purple. What does that do? Take this in a little bit. We need to see a little more. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Wow, 25 minutes in. Okay, cool. So I would also like to point out that we can also animate, you know what, let's add a little bit of flicker. We don't need 300%, but maybe 100%. What does that do? Kind of subtle. What does 200 look like? A little bit more. 250? It's pretty cool. So this is a great introduction into effects. It's really, really cool. I love it. We can also animate the glow and the core distortion. Now the glow would be obviously the glow. The core is the center part of it. So we could go into distortion, and you can see here, You can change the amount of distortion. You can change the distortion type. It's currently set to smoke, but you could do fluid and you could do energy, which is pretty cool. You can change the wind speed. What happens if you change the wind speed? What does that do? Ooh. All right. Let's go crazy. Let's see what that does. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spinning wheel of death. That is my cue to save. All right, let's see what that looks like. Okay. Yeah, there is a little bit more wind pushing that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. We have noise. So all of these properties can be animated. Like I said, if you've got a stopwatch, you have the ability to customize. We can do it for a chord distortion as well. We can glow settings. This is just getting in the weeds, but you could just play with those numbers and see what you create. Halo intensity. So that is a very basic introduction to Saber. And what do you guys think? Let's see. I'm going to put this down just a little bit so I can see. So I can see with my diminishing eyesight. Oh, there is a DaVinci equivalent of Saber called Proto. Interesting. Thanks for that info, Shanzical. Thank you. Mythogenus, I mistyped. Oh, this is a different code. Should I try it? We got time. All right, let's change it from whatever I have to 746 AB. Is that a 0 or a capital O? I'm going to guess 0. Is it this? Yeah, it's kind of like a more muted color, more muted purple. That's cool. I like that. Hot. Yeah, Digby, this would be really cool in music videos. Absolutely. That would be a great application of this plugin for sure. Okay, am I up to speed here? Jonathan. Oh, wait. Morgan. QA Library asked, are there any Pupin setting that will stop you doing something because the effect will trigger an epileptic fit? Probably just don't go super hard on the flicker would be my advice. If you're trying to avoid anything that's just flashing, you probably don't want to go too hard on flicker. I would make it very subtle. Jonathan, find the difference between these two pictures. They're the same picture. So that's the lesson, guys. And I think what I'm gonna do for these live streams, I'll probably start adding chapters for people that just want the lesson. They don't want my awkward, cringy introduction. You can get right into the lesson that way. And hopefully I can increase my audience retention that way. Just skip the babble, get right into the education. Okay, my iPad is either lagging or nobody has anything to say. Oh, wait. Oh, did my chat disconnect? Oh, maybe that's the issue. Might need to refresh here. Sorry, guys. Ah! Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Okay. Well, come on. Refresh. What's going on? Is it my internet connection? Come on. It looks like my chat disconnected. My favorite moderator in the whole world, could you possibly text my phone right now and let me know if I'm real behind? We're having some technical difficulties tonight. Although the lesson is basically done. We could just chat at this point for the next 10, 15 minutes. I feel like I'm a little bit behind. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go into restore chat. Oh my goodness, I think it is my connection. Come on, YouTube. This is live right now. Why are you embarrassing me? This is worse than that Inception introduction that I turned into a short. Okay, what is going on? Somebody was just real sweet, and maybe if I go into Streamlabs, let's see here. Oh, wait, I can see it here. Ray, hang on. Yeah, I just saw. Thank you so much, Ray. Yes, I can see it, but not on my iPad. I can see it. You know what? Let me just go full screen at this point. Okay. Sorry. Thank you so much, Ray. I do see that, and now maybe just within here I can get caught up a little bit. My iPad is failing me. Yes, okay. Multiple people telling me. Yes, got it. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. Let me scroll up here because I think I've probably missed a lot of stuff. Purple. Mistyped. Okay, I saw that. Music video, got that. Fire lines, very cool. Yes, Resolief, yes. Bob Miller, very simple effect. It's so cool. Ray Wood, you might be creating your own little awkward universe. String theory proposes that the fundamental constituents of the universe are one-dimensional strings rather than point-like particles. Interesting. Is this the universe where I'm extra awkward? Is there another universe that I could possibly time travel to where I am not so awkward? Do I gotta go through a black hole? How does this work? Awkward, yes. Cringy, never. Okay, good. Okay. It is on brand. Agreed, buddies guy. I can see. Yes, thank you. To infinity and beyond. Wizpo. Digby, still want to vote for you and Mom doing a wizard's duel with that effect. Ooh, I like that idea. Mom, if you're watching, I think we need to battle it out with lightsabers. We'll put it on the schedule. You gotta reach the bagel? Oh, I missed something there. Not so much, frankly. The laser may have damaged your computer. Maybe. Got a little too hot in here. Terry Pratchett's Trousers of Time. You just need to go down the other leg. You might need a phase shift or change your awkward frequency a bit. Yeah, that probably is the issue. How do I phase shift? Oh, probably with Saber. Hang on. This is going to be the basis of a short. I just got to move out of frame for a second. Oh, are we seeing shadows? Nope, we're good. Okay. You guys, that was a wonderful idea and a great idea for a short. I will phase shift. I will do that. You'll see it. You'll see it in, man, am I looking real red tonight? Bob Miller. Oh, Morgan, your alternate universe Amy would be smooth as James Bond. What a turnoff. I refer to my comment about you reaching into the quantum realm as to interdimensional interactions. Time travel is like a quirk opener. You spiral into other universes, so your future is the past. What if it's all happening at the same time together? In some parallel universe right now, my iPad is still working. And my tea is still warm. In another universe. Classics lover, hello, sorry I'm late, can't stay. Just needed my fix of Amy and Morgan. Have fun. Well, as much fun as you can have without... Now, where are you going, Darwin? We're just about wrapping up here. Editing immediately becomes spur-of-the-moment content creation, kind of. Especially live. You just got to go with it. Thanks for being here, Darwin. If you got to go, I understand. Catch you in the next one, I hope. Macaroni Bones. It goes. How goes it with you? And your hat is purple. Ray, I believe that it's actually maroon. But I am a little bit colorblind, so is my hat purple? I don't know. I love purple, but man. Use the laser to reheat the tea. Not so much, frankly, as thinking outside of the box tonight. You know, I don't think it would work, but maybe in like 5 to 10 years, that will be a possibility. Maybe I'll ask Chat GPT how to do that. Would save me a trip. It would save me a trip to the microwave. It's called an eye poo in another universe. Heating tea with lasers. There's an idea. Yeah. That would be a fun video to create. But not an actual possibility, unfortunately. Not yet. Not in 2023. No, Digby. Okay, I was so afraid something was going to go terribly wrong tonight because... Different mug. Taking some real risks tonight. So far, with the exception of my iPad just deciding not to work, I think it's been going okay. That Jonathan, in an alternate universe, the tea always stays hot. Yeah, you know what? Can we also find an alternative universe where popcorn stays hot? Like, why has nobody figured out how to keep popcorn hot? Because it goes cold so quickly, and then it's just not as good. I feel like I'm sitting on a gold mine of an idea right now. Why has nobody figured this out? Popcorn that stays hot. The different mug killed the iPad. Possibly, yeah. The long dark tea time with the soul. So guys, we got about 41 viewers in here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm thinking I might cut out a little early. Can already feel the rasp. But I hope you will tune in tomorrow for my short. I don't know if you've noticed, I've kind of pivoted a little bit with my short strategy. I want to post one every day, but I can't make every short this massive production. So I think the smarter play here is to go into my back catalog, everything I've done in the past year, and just grab stuff that I've already done and throw some captions on it. It's done. And I think the algorithm likes it more when you're consistent and frequent in your posting. So I will continue to do that, with the exception of Mondays, which are live stream days. But I will have something a little different every day. What time the short? So I'm going to be releasing it at 11 a.m. my time, Central Time. I don't know what time that is where you are at, but that will be consistently the time every day that you can expect it, while I am working on some other stuff that I don't want to share too much about just yet. But I want to give you guys something, and I want to be a little bit more consistent with that. Zigzag Tiger, making them daily is impossible. I thought so too, but honestly, I think it is possible if you're already creating other content, because you can just grab a clip from something that you've already done, and there you go. There's a short. And I know it's hard for a lot of us editors. We want to reinvent the wheel. We want to do something completely new every time. But, the people that are, playing the game a little bit smarter right now, especially because YouTube is pushing shorts, get in the shorts game. Just do it, and don't spend too much time on any one thing. Just take something you've already done and repurpose, I think. And, the people that maybe don't know where that short came from, you can link them to the original video. So you create kind of a funnel. People like the short, maybe they want to see the rest of the live stream that it came from, That's the way I'm looking at it right now. It's like not spending too much time on one thing, but what is manageable for me and what is something I can do every day. And I think right now that's it. Post your mom every day. My mom, we've got another video filmed, another episode of my mom supporting my dreams. I don't know when I'm releasing that, but it's filmed. Just Digby, just for fun, been watching some old Legal Eagle and some new Legal Eagle, and you can definitely tell there's a different editor. Yeah, he's got a whole team of editors, so every editor has a different approach, a different style. So that's probably true. Are you enjoying it? I mean, Devin doesn't put out bad videos. But every editor brings a little bit of their personality to what they do. Resolution, hope your throat feels better. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, great strategy, Digby. Agreed. Yeah, new guy is good, but you can tell his humor is different. Yeah. I mean, and that could be a good thing. I mean, everybody's humor is a little bit different. I feel like my humor is very dry and absurd at times. James, stories seem dead though. I haven't explored stories. My understanding is they're kind of similar to stories on like Facebook, where they kind of they have an expiration date, and I don't like to put anything out that's going to be old news by tomorrow. So I haven't really gone into that. But it might be like an underrated feature that maybe I should be exploring. There's just so much to learn. Devin was the guy who got me to finally join Nebula. Did you like the graphics? Just asking. The graphics were fun. New Legal Eagle still good. He's Devin. Yeah, of course. It's just obvious how your interpretation of his content was different from the new editors. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah. You know, he's still, I mean, I can still see some of what I've done, just like the motion graphics and stuff. But yeah, humor is it's so subjective, and everybody's got their own thing. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just different. Yeah, exactly. Zigzag. It takes too much time to create something that's just like poof, you missed it. Sorry. Like I want stuff that will still be sort of relevant and interesting like a year from now. That's been my approach up until now. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here. We're coming up on almost an hour. But we got through the lesson pretty quickly, and I hope that you learned something. This is a fantastic plugin with many uses. And whoever had the suggestion for music videos, like if you really like editing music videos, this is a great use for that. Even shorter form content or longer form narrative content. It's useful for a lot of different things. You are only limited by your imagination. So there you go. Never, not so much, frankly. Never revealing the location of the Rolo farm because I'm not sharing my chocolate. I'm not. That's all for me. Did you see the size? Okay? It was like Willy Wonka. I'm not telling you where that's at. More for me. Brian, I came in at the very end. Hello from Adobe's Premiere team. Do you work for Adobe? If you do, hello. Luis, like Squad. Yes. Yes, like it. Love it. What else can you do? Subscribe. Click the bells. Join my Patreon. What am I missing here? I'm just glad you guys are here and showing up so consistently. It is very much appreciated. And I am going to try to sign off now in a not awkward way. I'm getting a little bit better, but I was sipping from a different mug tonight, so anything could happen at this point. All right, guys, I'm out. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful week. And until next time, awkward